Good morning, folks. Back in the train room again, and I'm going to just pan around and show you what I've been up to. It's this little one here on top of the fruit tray layout that I started. I got a little bit carried away. I was in, I don't know what you call that shop. It's a bric-a-brac, I don't know, bric-a-brac shop, and there was this mock fake, what I term as they said it was a milk churn, and I sort of see where they're coming from. I mean, it's not made of obviously the thick aluminium or whatever the real milk churns were made of. This one's just tin, I suppose, which is quite good for me because I looked at it and I thought, yeah, got a few little bits of 009 still left over. Some buildings there, as you can see, to the left hand side. What can I do with them? And I thought, yeah, I could cut a little window in there, bit of polystyrene, and we've got a 4 3/4 or 4.5 inch radius there. I was quite surprised because I did a mock-up track before I tried to do this, and yeah, this little engine here, this Pico engine, as you can see, not modified it in any way. It's really lovely. So, had a few people on Facebook saying, "Oh, when you put foam underlay down, why don't you do many different things to try and sort of deaden the sound?" Well, the problem I've always found with really tight radiuses, and by the way, I've not had to take any of the sleepers out of this. This is like Pico flexible track, 009 flexible track, just pinned down. But where I made the join at the back, and I probably should have shown you that, I used that, I think it's copper covered, like a plastic board, and I glue that down, and then I solder my joints to it. But if you use foam or anything like that underlay, the track's always twisted, and I didn't want that. So hey, I can put it with a bit of noise. It's in like a drum anyway, isn't it? So what have I done? Yeah, very simple. It's just, I don't think I'd refer to it as a jokey one, but yeah, I quite like fitting railways at the moment into let's say unusual objects. So got my go-to Gauge Master combi there, and if I just swing around the back here, I think you can see, yeah, just fitted a, sorry about that, out of focus, just fitted a little plug there, dim plug that you can yeah, you can just pop out. Now somewhere on here I'm going to have to put a switch, because I'm going to put some electrics in here. I'm going to put some electrics, sorry, I'm going to put some lights in here. Not talking very well today, because I found a couple just here from a little shop. I don't know whether it's still there, but it used to be in Loughborough, and they made something, Express Models or something. They made some beautiful little lamps, just perfect for this. So what have we got? The steps there will have a bridge. They've got a bridge part, that section there to your, in the bottom left, so that will go on there, so that will make a nice entrance. I've got a little Welsh cottage, I suppose, that will be there, and the polystyrene I'm going to make some sort of mountain out of that, or a mountain, or some sort of hill or whatever, and probably try and get a couple more of those buildings in there, and certainly the wayside stop, and then yeah, a few people, and I think got a nice little layout there. I'm quite pleased with the way it's turned out. I'm quite pleased with it, really. So it's another one of my slightly unusual ones this time. As I say, I'll just drop down, not forgot about this one. I'm carrying on with my 7mm fruit tray layout, getting on with that one really well. I can show you just down here, I'm trying to, because we were potentially moving, I'm trying to use all my bits and bobs up. So the reason there's a hole there, which will be covered up, I don't know whether you can see that in that building, I've just gone very, very easy, Pico point motors in there with the extension rods, but as I say, we'll disguise that. And also panning over, I'll just put those buildings in place, they're not fixed or anything, I'm just seeing what they look like. Just behind that grey door there, I've hidden another point motor, and as I say, I put the switches for those, just nice and easy, in the side of the buildings. Appreciate it's not everyone's cup of tea, don't want switches and stuff on display, but these layouts, you know, I just do them and I put them on a well-known website, to auction site, sorry, to sell. So I keep them really nice and simple, and yeah, just really nice and simple, really simple for me to make, and can sell something at not a huge cost, hopefully, because as I say, I only really enjoy building layouts. I'm not so keen on running them. Anyway, that's about a day's work, or I don't know, yeah, didn't spend all day on it, but I spent a few hours and got that far. Going to need something to, one, straighten those edges up where I've cut this hole out, and two, make it more user friendly, because obviously they're a little bit sharp, but we'll find something. Anyway, thank you for listening to my ramblings again, and happy modelling, folks.